I'd like to take this moment to correct something that I said a while ago that I may have done in the description of the video. You can actually kill Kashas via other means. It's just that whenever they get their club stuck like that, oranges will usually deal with them. If I can aim correctly on that aspect, then I'm okay with that. There! He's dead. We'll never have to hear from him again until we get out of here. Anyway, hello there everybody and welcome to part 34 of Donkey Kong 64. Alright, so let's just do this already. We got 80 bananas as a roadblock. We got more than twice that. We're good. Let's go!
Pent! Must get out of here before Fatso discovers that. The Kongs are recovering the blueprints to a stupid machine. Fatso, is it? I'd choose your last words more carefully if I were you. What's that? Who's there? Any last requests? Nearly there. I'm almost safe. I think not.
Jesus. Wow. Way to get one of your own henchmen killed, buddy. Like, they gotta get out of it. The dude has to get out of there, but, you know, he's gotta do stuff. Anyway, Creepy Castle! This is spooky! We are ready for spooky times indeed. And yes, behold, our final regular level of Donkey Kong 64. And this one's a pretty big one. This one's a pretty big one. And maybe sort of complicated, but definitely not really. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about any bananas in the Barrel Blast course. I might as well have gotten that out of the way right now, just so that we could, you know, get that out of the way. But anyway, yes, Creepy Castle. This is our final regular area, and a well-deserved one at that, because it is a spooky level. We haven't had a spooky level yet, and as such, we deserve some spooky, spooky time. And, of course, yeah, I switched over to a classic controller for this. I've been using the gamepad this whole time. Well, parts of the time anyway, but, you know, regardless. Yeah, we haven't had a spooky level yet, so this one is well-deserved. Well-deserved of that fact, because the music is so great. I'll let you listen to this music in a second, but if you're going for the Kongs in any order, first off, when it comes to regular bananas, you're gonna need a lot of them. You are going to need a lot of regular bananas in order to get to the boss this time around. Well, I'm getting, like, every single regular banana anyway, so you wonder why this is a huge world. You absolutely wonder why this is absolutely huge, because there is a lot to do and a lot of cover to ground here. And now, I shall let you listen to the music real quick while I gather up all the bananas that I can while climbing the castle. This is the Addams Family. Clearly the inspiration for this song clearly took inspiration from the Addams Family with all the snapping and stuff. It's pretty damn neat. And once again shows Grant Kirkhope's amazing talent for composing songs. In fact, I did want to actually touch upon this because it's kind of important to, you know, his composing. What I like most about, you know, Grant Kirkhope's soundtrack in the N64 era is that he uses a lot of variation. A lot of variation on the same theme. You know, he changes it up to make it, you know, different, but it's different enough to be considered its own theme, you know? That's what I really like. It's just you'll hear a lot of variations on Creepy Castles. Or on Creepy Castle. Gotta use the proper term here. And they're all really good. They're all good. That's been a reoccurring theme throughout this whole thing. This whole ordeal of, you know, the Kongs trying to get all the golden bananas and stuff, and all the other stuff when it comes to Rare's, you know, other games like Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie or whatever. Basically games that use the Banjo-Kazooie sound font. And don't worry, nothing's wrong with the capture card. It's just that the emulation can't take this place either. Blame the Wii U. But yeah, that's the thing with games using this with games using this sound font, is that there's a lot of variation to it. There's a lot of stuff to it, and I really like it. It's really cool. But anyway, the reason why I'm climbing up the creepy castle is, well, half of Tiny's bananas and half of DK's bananas are up here, and I have no idea why. I don't know why. It's weird. It's so weird. Like, why would they put, like, half of DK's bananas up there and half of Tiny's bananas up here as well? Like, what? It's so weird. It's really, really weird. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. But the one gripe I do have is that, you know, we're going to be turning into blueprints last as usual, but the tag barrel is not by Snide's HQ, which is up at the top of the castle. It's close to it, not directly next to it, which is wrong and dumb. It's dumb wrong, I don't know, but anyway. There is one more potion to get from Cranky. And it's the Super Duper Simian Slam, the Bigger Butterspatium. Heck to the yeah. Took your time getting this one, didn't you, Tiny? You and the other flea-blitten Kongs can now slam the red switches. That's all the potions you're getting, Tiny. Now scram and leave me in peace. Well, yeah, that's it. That is every single Cranky upgrade. And you should feel very bad that the very last one that we got is one that lets us slam. That's an upgrade to a previous one that we've been using since video number 1. I don't get it either, but, you know, whatever. I probably should have gotten here with Chunky because well, I think a third of his bananas are in here too. Yeah, this place might seem complicated at first, but once you get it down pat to a science and an art, it's definitely something that's manageable. In fact, if I can say something about Donkey Kong 64's worlds, is that, well, most of them seem elaborate, but honestly, very manageable. Maybe that's how I gotten by as a kid when trying to 100% this, is that I studied these maps carefully, and I just knew where everything was, and, you know, it's just like, cool. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh, and by the way, thanks to my regular Blue Knight for mentioning this. About the Kasplats. Yeah, about the Kasplats, actually. Turns out, if you knock them down on their feet and you use your regular attack again, they actually do die no matter what. It's really weird, but, you know, if it works, then it works. So, thanks, Blue Knight. You're a regular commenter, and I appreciate that. But anyway. Yeah, I just sort of just studied these maps, I guess. I committed them to memory, and I guess that's how I got by. It's pretty neat, actually. It's pretty neat. But anyway. Are we ready for what Candy has for us for our final upgrade? So, of freaking course, she upgrades our instrument energy, so we have much more. Not like a super duper version of it, since that's basically... So it's basically something. Yes. But thankfully that's the last... Thankfully that's the last we'll ever see of that laugh. And the very last we'll see of boobs. Maybe. Possibly. There. Yeah, it's... Yeah. She just upgrades our instruments for free. For 9 coins. And yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, Creepy Castle, since it is the final regular level, the coins, the cost doesn't really mean anything. It's like I said before, it doesn't really mean jack shit once you know how to do that super move that the Banana Fairy teaches you to uncover those mounds of dirt so you can get that rainbow coin, which gives 5 banana coins to each Kong. So, yeah. Kind of pointless, the cost. But anyway, I'm going in here because, well, some of Linky's bananas are here too. But, this is easily missable, by the way. And, yes, this is something that you'll need if you explore enough. And, I don't know... Wait, actually, this is Diddy's blueprint, actually. This is Diddy's. Yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff for a lot of people, are we? We're doing a lot. And we haven't even scratched the surface of what Creepy Castle has to offer. Yeah. So, already we've gotten, like, 2 blueprints. We've gotten a whole bunch of bananas for everybody. And, I see. I see. Well, screw you. I'm gonna get these homing shots and shove them right up your ass. Now, yeah, that's a tiny balloon. Yeah, I believe you. I just practiced this, so I should be good. I'm fine. Now, unlike with Cranky and Candy's disappointing upgrades, which is just giving us an upgraded version of what we already have, we now have the ability to sniper.
Wow, you Kongs are handling seriously cool shooters now. They just gained a sniper mode, so you can see and shoot farther. Enter aiming sight mode and press right stick to zoom in and left stick to zoom out again. Press Z to slow down the movement. Whoa, Lanky, you totally cleaned me out. That's your lot from this crazy monkey. Go kick some lizard heads.
Yes, so now we have the ability to sniper. Sniping! Now we can pull off some Call of Duty stuff. We can now do 360 no-scope. You know, if that's still a thing. Is that still a thing? Yeah, that's still a thing. But anyway, we might as well get Tiny's balloon before we forget. Because that's just what I do. I get bananas from balloons. Okay, now if I can get it. if I can get it, that'd be most wonderful. I wasted all my homing shots just to get this balloon. Why? I mean, maybe I did need to enter sniper mode after all. And look at that. Just within one video, we've already almost gotten all of Tiny's bananas. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But anyway, we're still gonna go in order, but what we're going to do is, well, screen nuke everybody. And also, Candy didn't reload us, which is stanky, but, you know, whatever. Now, in sniper mode, it can actually be a little bit harder to aim since you're aiming, well, farther than you normally would. But what it does get you is farther shooting. And yes, this is something that you absolutely need. This is something you absolutely need, and I don't blame you if you didn't really find it the first time around. In fact, I'm actually quite ashamed of this, but I kind of forgot this power-up even existed. I swear to God, I forgot that what? Hello? I forgot that the sniper upgrade actually even existed. I didn't remember it at all, and one of DK's bananas actually does have something to do with the sniper mode, and I was just like, oh my god, how do I do this? How do I do this? And then it's just like, oh. God, I can't believe I've forgotten that one aspect. I'm just like, what the hell? Also, those moaning sounds? That's not me. That's part of the soundtrack. Yeah. Apparently, Grant Kirkhope really likes to be spooky. Anyway, what you need to do was you needed to get those levers working in that certain order that I just showed you on screen, and want to do that so you can enter here, and you got tracks. You know what this means? You gotten yourself another minecart. Survive the ghost train and collect 25 coins to be a winner, donkey. And yes, I know how to play. Alright, so here we go, the spooky minecart. With this thing, the Resident Demon. Resident Demon! With that spooky, slowed down laugh of K. Rules. Which, can I honestly say that laugh that goes... That laugh, honestly, is much better than Bowser's from Super Mario 64. Like, seriously, it creates terror, and I like it. It's pretty scary. All of Rare's laughs are really good, man. They're just really good. But anyway. So the Resident Demon is going to, well, attack at you at times. And you just basically have to avoid him. Once again, getting hit loses coins, so be very careful. He'll only show up on these parts where you have to jump from rail to rail, so yeah. Well, not only these parts are exclusive to jumping rails. As you clearly saw the other times, you will be jumping rails. Because the gravestones, they will laugh at you and will attempt to kill you. Or at the very least make you lose your coins. So that's a thing. And we're done! Is what I would say, had you not been forced to go through this track backwards. I'm very spooky. Love me. Right, so you gotta deal with this track, but backwards. Which, good subversion. All you need to know is that if you missed any coins, now's your chance to get them back. Because, well, thankfully the coin requirement is really lenient this time around, actually. You only need about 25, and I have way more than enough. So I can afford to get hit a few times. So, yeah, I can very easily afford to get hit, you know, a couple of times to, well, you know, still stay in the game. Seriously, it's like, seriously, that laugh. It might be just a slowed down version of the K. Rool laugh we've been hearing, you know, once you enter a boss fight. But it's still kind of creepy. Like, in a way, it kind of reminds me of Chrono Trigger, where in that one haunted house area of the Millennium Fair, they use Kefka's laugh in a different tone, since that game is more or less based off of Final Fantasy VI's, you know, engine, I guess. Quick, grab this banana! I want to get out of the spooky hole. Go on. And yeah, that's the classic. That is definitely the classic case of DK minecart goodness. Oh yeah. Yep. It's definitely that. It's definitely that case. Yes, 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 yes. But yeah, so we pretty much gotten all of the upgrades for everybody. We have basically toured nearly all of Creepy Castle. Well, aside from maybe a couple of bits where, before I forget anything, like legit before I forget anything, I kind of want to get Tiny's blueprint. Or actually, yeah, I want to get Tiny's blueprint, but I also want to get Lanky's blueprint as well. Because I know where they are, and I know which one is which. So first one is probably, you know, the easier of the bunch. Lanky's blueprint. Since DK's blueprint is actually relatively easy to get. I would suggest you go to Banana Port 3, and then you go for this little bridge right here, and not look in first person, but instead, actually wait, is it Banana Port 3 or is it Banana Port 2? Yeah, it's Banana Port 2. Yeah, you actually go over here to get Lanky's blueprint. And again, using that trick. And yeah, and I believe this is one of the only cases where you could potentially, you know, die and respawn. Because if you happen to fall off on the on Creepy Castle, you know, that's it. You have to start over from the place where you know, entered the level. Yeah, they're kind of mean like that. Like, what if you accidentally fell off the castle while making a good climb on it? Pretty much the embodiment of what I hate about long climbs up in video games, where you can potentially fall. Thankfully, some really good games, Xenoblade Chronicles and Tales of Vesperia, they have climbing sections, but you don't have to worry about falling because there's like barely any platforming in that game at all. In those games at all. So, you know, it's cool. It's fine. Seriously though, play Xenoblade and Tales of Vesperia. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, last thing we're going to do is get Tiny's blueprint, which is over here, which you would think that this would be the perfect case for DK's or Chunka's, you know, blueprint, since there are green coins over here, or yellow coins, whichever one they are. But no, it's Tiny's blueprint in the most random locations, and I got really TO'd because I thought for sure Lanky's blueprint was there, but then again, there goes me being extremely, or you know what? Honestly, I don't know whose fault it is. It might be my fault because I don't recognize color. Or maybe it might be the game's fault because it can't because it really can't distinguish blue or purple well. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, we are done for real. And yeah, for a split second right there, you can actually see that Creepy Castle is lit up. But not for long, because the game has to be a jerk like that. Anyway, see you guys on next time, because I have nothing to say for what we're going to do next. See you guys on next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.